How you doing, Andrew? My name is Ryan. I'll try to do this as short as I can. But Rush Limbaugh said that the media, not just the media, but the liberals, attack people like Herman Cain, Sarah Palin, because they go against everything the liberals say. Like, you can't make art, you have to have government to help you, you can't be pro-life. They go against everything they stand for. And I think it's, I hate to say this, but it looks like the liberals are winning on this because it destroyed her. Just look at this Katie Couric interviews. That she had a mission. It was obvious to me she wanted to make her look bad. Everyone else says no, she's objective, when she didn't treat the other people that way. But what I'm trying to say is, how can we help people like Herman Cain just go against his issues, against Barack Obama's issues, and be objective? They destroyed the Christine O'Donnell, the Keith Olbermanns, the Bill Mahers. I mean, I watched all parts of you.
Whatever your question is, my entire reason for being is to go against what you're saying. It clearly exists, and then you go after them, and they don't like it. But there are more of us than there are of them, so come on in, the water's warm. Create a blog. Follow them when you're in New York, or even wherever you live. If there's a local reporter you don't like, that's unfair, and attacks Sarah Palin, why don't you follow that person like a good reporter and start asking that person, what do you read? You know, and start to put media on them. Use media as a weapon. They've used media as a weapon against us. We're now starting to fight back. That's my basic answer.
Andrew, like a lot of people, I know you were originally liberal and then came to your senses and became...
The most ridiculously shallow liberal ever. I'm telling you, I'm not... Don't come up to me with thinking I'm radical son too. You know, like the David Horowitz and no. I just wanted to get laid, just between men. I would say whatever it would take, and I lived in Brentwood and I went to college. So, but that's just between us. So
you were originally liberal, and then you came to your senses and became conservative. And I know a lot of people like that. I don't know anybody that was conservative and then lost their brains and became liberal, except for Arianna Huffington, you mentioned in your book.
Yeah, that became financially lucrative, and her house, which I was her researcher when she was conservative, had crickets on Friday and Saturday nights, and miraculously, like Elizabeth Montgomery in Bewitched, she just twinkled her nose, turned to the left, and right in front of her sprang up the greatest you know, leftist salon of all time. It was quite an authentic journey she took in a nanosecond.
I just want to say how nice it is to see so many caring conservatives. It just warms my heart. I just want to say regarding blogs, I'm getting so much more involved, and while the liberals have their emotional meltdowns, I'd be civilized and respectful, but stay with the facts. And it's amazing how many thumbs up, conservatives can get. People are tuning in. So what other websites do you go on to blog? Because I want to be on it.
I have my website. I'm finally going to. Are there any web development people in here that are in the heart of Silicon Valley with powerhouse? Are there? No? Okay. Well, I've never really focused. Oh, really? Well, I certainly need help in that regard. I've had a content attitude, and so I just kept creating websites. Started with Breitbart.com, which was the news wires, because I realized that all the major networks were 90% AP. I was like, oh, I'll just put my name on it, and I hope that people think that I'm like a big building in Dusseldorf, but it was just me. And so then I created Breitbart TV to go out there and watch all the news video that's going on out there, and create like a one-stop shop, kind of like a Drudge Report of video. Then I created big government, big Hollywood, big journalism, big peace. So that's where I am. I'm launching big education. But the thing that I need to do is to create a front portal like Drudge. And that's going to be Breitbart. And I'm doing that over the next 6 months so that last 6 months of the election cycle, you'll be able to get it all in a comprehensive place, so that when you hear me talked about on talk radio, the intro isn't 45 seconds of mentioning websites, because you might as well not mention any. But let me tell you a website you should pay attention to other than those. If you have a good sense of humor and you're a conservative and you have a minor PG-13 R-rated vulgarity strain, Ace of Spades. Okay, that's my favorite website, and I joke about it a lot, that Ace, I say I don't read your writing, I just read the comments section. The commenters there are the funniest in the world, and they're the first to distill absolute truth. So when I get on a plane, I have an iPad app that allows for me to save like as many pages as I want before I get on the plane. I just go through all the Ace of Spades posts, and I just read the comments section from here to New York, and I just laugh the entire way. So Ace of Spades, you owe me on that.
Hi, I have a technical question. I ran for Congress last time and was completely ignored by the mainstream media. The legacy media's position toward conservative politicians around here is that there are no conservatives in Silicon Valley, so there's no point in covering them. It seems that the news media of video and the traditional newspapers are dominated by the left. The right has been able to make very good progress in talk radio and in websites like Drudge Report. Will we be able to create some kind of a broadcast medium using things like Twitter? And I assume you think about this a lot. I'd like your comments.
Well, first of all, you should enter Twitter. You shouldn't sit on the sidelines saying the left is dominating it. There are more of us than there are of them. And so you should enter the fray. You should fight on every battleground that exists. You should fight on Facebook. You should fight by having your own blog. You should understand the array of blogs that exist out there in your community. And if you have information, a video or something, find somebody who's upstream from you to get that video to a person. Understand the ecosystem that gets out there. We're not winning because we have the money. The Huffington Post would just be object number 373 in their constellation of uber power in the media. Ariana Huffington didn't even know how to turn on a computer when she launched the Huffington Post, yet they gave her $350 million to be the director of editorial at AOL. Where are conservatives investing in their own media? We don't understand. We claim we're almost like college professors in that we believe in the theoretical world of capitalism, but we don't invest in our own. There should be more than Fox News. There shouldn't just be one channel that's constantly under attack. There should be many. And there should be competition out there. And it takes money. It takes investment. And that's the problem, is that too often the conservative movement has a, what are you going to do for me, Breitbart? What are you going to do for me, Drudge? What are you going to do for me, Rush, at the last second, at the end of the ballgame? What are you going to do? You're holding something back. You're holding something back. I'm like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? I don't even have any money half the time. Here, let me tell you a dynamic that freaks me out. Okay, I told you about Acme Oil. Okay, Acme Oil is under attack by the Huffington Post. But because of the Whole Foods model, eat the cheese. You're a good citizen. If you eat our ahi, we will donate 0.001% to the Dolphin Wildlife Fund. You're like, oh, I'm a good person for eating all that stuff. The Huffington Post attacks big oil. Big oil, big oil. Oil's bad as they fly their jets back and across the country. And big oil advertises on the Huffington Post. How do I know? Because big oil executives come up to me and say, I really like your site. You're telling the truth. And I say, okay, why don't you advertise on my site? I can't. They would community organize against me. I said, so you're advertising on the Huffington Post site, as a means of protection. So they're paying the Huffington Post to buy the bullets they aim at their head. It's crazy. It's counterintuitive. It's why you see Enron commercials back in the day that were, well, what is this company? What do they do? It almost seems like they're just petting sheep. They're the nicest company in the world. I don't know what they're advertising. Or BP was like, this is a green company. They must make green things. It's just the nicest green company in the world. Like, they create ads that are created by cynical leftists saying, don't worry, I know you've got a PR problem, you create oil, we'll create the perception, Whole Food style, that you're saving the world somehow, and people will buy it because they were as shallow as I was when I was a liberal, and they believed this stuff. So I can't even get advertising from the people that the corporations and the industry and the system known as capitalism that all of us live off of. And if we lose, those poor Occupy Wall Street people are going to be living at home with their parents until they're 40.
Given the financial realities that are out there in the media business, how long do you think it will be before one of the legacy networks collapses its news division?
That would be good. Oh, that's erotic. Okay, well, I can't wait to watch them all fall down because we've given them enough time politely saying, we're not racist, please stop it, please, please, please. And we've been so nice for so long.
Eisner tried. Eisner almost did it.
Eisner almost shut it down?
Almost did it. They wouldn't let him do it.
Oh, really? Well, that'll be good. I look forward to the New York Times closing, the Los Angeles Times closing. It'll all be nice. Boy, they have been at war with us for so long. It's just so weird to realize that they really do think that we are worse than the radical Islamists. If you start telling them, I go, look what Al-Qanash Shemachaneh said, and they're like, you're judging, you're judgmental. I'm like, they couldn't be more explicit. They put bombs on their 4-year-olds. They put bombs on their children. They kill their daughters if they're raped because they brought shame to their family, yet they don't want to judge them. Yet we're racist, sexist, and homophobe and are the scourge of the earth. These people are insane. Do I want their news divisions to go down? Are you kidding me? I will dance naked